So I'm riding a new e-bike I got. My original e-bike that I still have is the Hymo C26 that is currently not working for reasons I'm trying to still explore with the supplier. So I picked up this, it's called the NCM C5. And it's a very inexpensive bike. I think it was $6.99 Canadian plus tax. It's very basic, single drive. There's no gears. Just has a very basic display. And I've added some baskets and carrying things for water and that. Replaced the seat. This is the seat I had off my Hymo, but if I get the Hymo working, I'll just get another seat like this from Amazon. It's phenomenal. This is a very street-orientated bike, unlike the Hymo, which has a little wider tire and shocks. This is no shocks, no disc brakes, just the regular pinch type on the, but it's light, it's agile, it's got a 36-volt, 12-amp-hour motor, or battery. It's very quick. The only negative about the no gears is you're limited to the amount of speed you can get up because you're limited to the amount of how fast you can pedal. But it definitely gets up to speed fast. And that motor kicks in immediately, unlike the Hymo where I had to pedal about a quarter or halfway before the motor kicks in. And this is constant power. It doesn't cut out after a certain speed, at least shift as it can. At least from my experience so far. I've only had it on a couple of long trips. And the main thing is the tires are quite, they're really skinny, which is great for low resistance and fairly high pressure. I mean, they're pressured up to maybe 60 to 70 pounds. And I'm just going to grab this can. But it's actually quite comfortable. It's not a harsh ride at all. The tires, I guess, are designed to be the shock absorbers. And the shocks just add weight to a bike anyway, so unless you're going on really rough terrain, I don't know why you'd need a shock absorber on a bike. This picks up speed super fast. You don't have to worry about changing gears because there aren't any. The bars, they're very small and tight and cramped. Very small levers on the brakes. But it's something that is really quite comfortable, actually. And the agility and the way it just effortlessly glides down the road. It's those skinny tires, I think. It really makes it such a low resistance to rolling. So, somebody wants a basic e-bike. This thing is pretty darn good. I'm pretty impressed with the drivetrain. Sure, you're here. It's December the 9th today. And still no snow, but they're forecasting snow for later on today, wet snow. It's about 0 degrees Celsius. And this is a pedal assist bike. There's no throttle. The 360 Insta 360 on my helmet, which is sticking up a lot, and it probably looks really weird. A lot of horse farms around here. Hills, no problem. Wind, no problem. Gotta get a mirror though. Yeah. I mean, somebody wants to get into e-biking, they don't want to spend a lot of money. This NCM C5, I think it's great. I mean, it's super agile. It's so easy to ride, light. I mean, I think it comes in about 45 pounds with the battery on. I mean, you could easily ride this without any power. I have done it. It's not as much fun. But yeah, for like $700 as opposed to, you know, $1,200 or $1,500 or $3,000. It's a good way to get into e-biking, and you really don't need that gear, the gear shifts. It actually makes it a more simple way to ride a bike. Just not even worry about gear changing. Just get on and go. It's really, I'm pretty impressed, having had the Hymo, which is a different bike. They don't overlap at all, really. This is strictly a street-orientated bike. You wouldn't want to ride in this kind of stuff with those skinny tires. So, let's take a look at the river. See what the river's up to these days. Usually by this time of year it's frozen, but we've had a pretty mild autumn. I guess it's still autumn. So, no snow yet, thanks to El Nino, I guess. Last year at this time, everything was super cold. It was like in the freezing all day long. And the river, I think, was frozen this time last year, so that's pretty nice. Okay, well, the wind's coming up. Havoc with my sound, I'm sure. So let's go get on our merry way.